Today we have the Realme 7i here in the studio, Realme's latest release until now in its 7 series lineup. And in this video, we are thoroughly going to test out its build quality in terms of its structural strength, scratch resistant quality of its glass production, resistance to liquid abuse, and the drop impact resistance of its plastic body and display. At first glance, the Realme 7i might look exactly similar to the Realme 7 Pro. That is because both have the same design language. But in reality, the 7i has slightly larger dimensions than the Realme 7 Pro and is 6 grams heavier due to the extra 500 mAh battery. So let's find out if it makes any difference to the build quality between the two devices. There is a top-notch free case inside the box as usual, which you can continue using without the need for third-party cases. Though this one is a bit dark in color, so it hides the show of the back. At 188 grams, the Realme 7i has a very light and comfortable in-hand feel and should be ideal if you want a lighter device. Though in my usual trial bend, there was some weird creaking noises. And in the actual bend test, we'll know for sure if it turns out to be an issue or not. As with most Realme devices, the Realme 7i also has a pre-applied plastic screen protector, which will help only to protect against scratches. Another issue with most Realme phones is the consistent failure of the tempered glass protection against the blade. So it will be interesting to see if the Realme 7i also fails the scratch test or not. So in this scratch test, we are testing out the quality of this tempered glass protection on the display in terms of its scratch resistance by rubbing it with a heavy-duty blade and common items in pockets. As mentioned earlier, Realme have not always been doing an awesome job in the glass protection area in the past, so it's not going to be a great surprise if the 7i too fails the scratch test. On the other hand, high-quality tempered glass protection such as Corning has the ability of handling and easily resisting scratch marks from the blade. The funny thing is that some devices do fail the blade with ugly scratch marks, even though it's not supposed to according to the Mohs scale of hardness. That is why the blade is of utmost importance as it exposes poor quality glass protection. The scratch test of the Realme 7i cannot be ruled out as a total pass or fail, since there was in fact scratch marks due to the blade, though lesser in comparison to other Realme devices. Some important stuff to remember in connection to water resistance is that the Realme 7i does not have IP certified ingress rating of any kind and is not IP68 water resistant, so it will be extremely dangerous and dumb to completely submerge it underwater as it may get permanently damaged. Also, the SIM tray does not have a rubber seal on it, something which some devices have like the Realme C3 or Poco X3. So basically it means that the Realme 7i is not water resistant. Even then, you will be happy to know that the track record of Realme devices have been nothing short of awesome despite having no water resistance. In the ongoing oleophobic test, we are checking for a layer of oleophobic coating on the display, which will help in reduction of fingerprint smudges and will also give an ultra smooth feel while touching the screen. There are quite a few devices which do not have oleophobic coating on them as a cost-cutting measure, and its absence is proved when water sticks to the glass surface and forms a pool. And that is exactly what is happening on the Realme 7i as expected, since it does not have an oleophobic layer, or else the water would have formed spherical droplets on the glass and roll off the glass surface. Realme phones except the X series have been consistently failing our oleophobic test. In the light splashing round, we have to keep a close eye on the display because this is where the Redmi Note 8 and later the 9 had suffered from black screen issue due to permanent motherboard damage. Also, as you might remember, the Redmi 9 Prime had suffered from headphone icon issue for 24 hours. Besides these examples, non-IP rated devices in a water test can suffer from temporary issues like screen flicker, blank screen issues where the screen turns off and on, and also irreversible display damage like the Zenfone 5Z. The stuff to happen most commonly on non-IP rated devices though is low loudness levels from the external speakers and distorted audio. In this kind of scenario, if left overexposed, can lead to permanent damage of the sound unit, motherboard or the display unit, or it may last for a few harmless seconds. The bad news over here is that the external speakers on the Realme 7i does not seem to be handling it well with a recovery period of 22 minutes, signifying that the liquid damage may start to set in. The 7i is one of the few Realme devices which was not able to pass the light splashing round. Next up, the first drop from pocket height, bottom side facing down. No damages suffered as yet from pocket height. Next, second drop from pocket height, top side facing the marble. No dents or cracks on the plastic top side as of now. Next up, third pocket height drop, camera unit side facing down. Camera unit has done a fine job of handling the hard drop impact with no damage suffered. Next up, the finale high drop you have been waiting for. Turning on live video recording on the selfie camera. display screen side facing down. The Realme 7i has managed to pass the drop test without any major damages apart from that one issue. There was no damages to internal functions, camera or the display unit. And besides that bit of scuff mark, the Realme 7i has done a great job in the drop test. Next, moving on to fun stuff with value. The bend test will give you a clear indication with video proof about the real life structural build quality of devices that the company has given you for your hard earned money. We are explaining this fact especially for our new viewers or for those who are constantly perplexed about the reason behind a bend test. Now that we have got that out of the way, let's come back to the Realme 7i bend test. It seems to be doing well until now, when high amounts of force is applied from both the display side and the back side of its plastic body. And even though the degree of flex or bend is a bit on the higher side, especially from the screen side, it locks out without suffering any structural failure, kinks or internal physical damage. The Realme 7i passes my bend test with some degree of bend due to good build quality and design.